What's up, fight fans? It's Friday, so we're gonna take a good look at my sack, my mail sack. Every Thursday after a kick-ass episode, Triple THS at craveonline.com/sports. I ask for questions from you, the fans, via Facebook and Twitter, and then I answer them here on the show. Let's go! Tommy Sack! First question of the day comes from Brandon Kirk. Living or dead, who would you want with you in a zombie apocalypse? And what's your weapon of choice? The beard doesn't count. If zombies are coming, I want somebody with a lot of meat on them that probably isn't too fast, so I'm gonna go with somebody like Bob Sapp. As far as weapons are concerned, first, the beard always counts. Second, I would throw Bob Sapp at the zombies. Or chainsaw, flamethrower, machine gun. Next question comes from Leash Bertrand. Tommy, if given a situation where you had to choose between being a nightly abused and degraded transsexual prostitute for Tim Sylvia, or being a diapered and frequently shaken man baby rocked daily in the lap of a lonely and tearful Frank Shamrock, which life would you choose to lead? Is it gone yet?
No, the thoughts of Leash Bertrand do not reflect thoughts of Tommy Tohol or anyone he's ever met.
Next question. Tracy Jarvis Craig. What do you think percentage-wise of GSP versus Silva super fight happening? Tracy, I'd give it about the same chance of seeing Brittany Palmer turn into a gold-plated unicorn firefighter that recites Iowa State code while dancing to the tune of Call Me Maybe. So yeah, I could see it happening sometime down the road. Next one comes from Angry Little Feet. Is your head getting bigger or are your ears getting smaller? I would say it's just the opposite, Angry Feet, wouldn't you? Alright, this question comes from Graham Holmes. Bloodsport. Is it the greatest movie of all time? If it's not the greatest movie of all time, it's a close second to the Street Fighter movie with Van Damme because that shit is hilarious. There are probably 100 moments in that movie that will make you question the meaning of life. If you haven't seen it yet, please go buy the Blu-ray, and if you don't have a Blu-ray player, go buy one right now just for the purpose of watching Street Fighter the movie. It's like watching Snooki do jello shots off Lindsay Lohan's career while the Baja Men cheer her on. I love it. Okay, next question comes from Farron Kahan. Follow-up question from your old sack. You said you get 2 black eyes at the beginning of each show, which over time has resulted in permanent eyeliner. Is Henzo Gracie, Batman, your makeup artist? If not, who or what gives you your raccooning? Great follow-up, Farron. As was mentioned in the previous sack, my eyeliner is a result of being punched in the face before each episode of the show. But who's punching me? Is it Henzo? Is it all the fighters I've made fun of each week? Is it just me punching myself in the face like a dumbass? We may never know. And I certainly don't know due to the massive amount of undiagnosed concussions I've received. Next question. Junior Janpradump. Can you do a Gangnam style dance? Junior, this is about the extent of my dancing ability. Alright, this question comes from Dan Brown. Who would win in a no-holds-barred Hell in a Cell match? Your beard, Uncle Creepy's mustache, Hulk Hogan's bald spot, or Rick Steiner's ear guard protector? Dan, I will answer your question with another question of my own. When you say no-holds-barred, does that mean I can come in there with any object I want and not be disqualified? Because I gotta tell you, if that's the case, then pro wrestlers just aren't creative enough. Sure, a steel chair hurts, but you know what hurts a lot more than that? A fucking sword. I mean, there are some evil characters in pro wrestling, and you're telling me none of those guys decided to take their violence beyond some cookie sheets they found underneath the ring? Unless, of course, pro wrestling's all staged. What'd you ask again? Alright, Jared Brown asks, shouldn't note read disclaimer. In addition, if Goku and Vegeta tag teamed against John Jones and Anderson Silva for the first ever UFC light heavyweight belt, would that fight be more epic than a 6-way ladder match for the WWE heavyweight title between Johnny Bravo, Ray Lewis, Sir Galahad of the Round Table, a poster of Jennifer Aniston petting a small dog outside of a Subway restaurant in rural Thailand that's been slightly ripped in the upper left-hand corner, John Mayer's ego, and the Easter Bunny on cocaine, but only after being injected with Charlie Sheen's blood? Bonus question, who wins each of those? I'm gonna be honest, Jared. I read that like I was saying the words, but you know when you're reading something and you're like 10 pages in and suddenly you're like, I can't remember a fucking thing I just read. That is what just happened now. So instead of reading your question again, I'm just going to answer it based on what I assume it was about. Apples. Okay, last question of the day comes from Devin Sawa. When can we expect the Tommy Tohol video game, where Tommy has to run away from the fighters he's pissed off on his shows? Very soon, Devin. I think we're gonna launch it on iOS first, just to sort of test the waters and see if it picks up traction. Then from there, it'll probably go on to PS3, Xbox, but not the Wii. Those controllers fucking suck. It's gonna be a lot like the Olympic track game from Nintendo, except harder since my legs are so short, and you can't actually win. You just sort of run out of gas eventually, and then you get your dick kicked in by Nick Diaz, Anderson Silva, and the other 100 fighters or so I pissed off. Gonna be a lot of fun. That's all I got, fight fans. Drop me a question next Thursday and I might answer it on the show. Don't forget to check out new Triple THS every Wednesday at craveonline.com/sports. Enjoy the weekend, fight fans. I'm gone.